So, what are bills that need to go before voters? Even though a statute is created by a bill, or a statute can be created by an initiative measure, the California legislature in certain instances is required to place a bill before the voters. According to California Elections Code Section 9040, every constitutional amendment, bond measure, or other legislative measure submitted to the people by the legislature shall appear on the ballot of the first statewide election occurring at least 131 days after the adoption of the proposal by the legislature. So, as a result of Section 9040, a bond bill or other bill, for example, one that proposes to amend an initiative measure that was enacted by the voters, for example, may have to go before the statewide voters before that bill can take effect. The first item is that the legislature must pass the bill, of course, and the governor must sign the bill, or at the very least, allow it to become law without a signature. And then, second, the measure has to go before the voters at a statewide election. So, the following language is an example of a bill that was considered in the 2022 California legislative session. Section 1 of this act amends Proposition 7, an initiative measure approved by the voters at the November 6, 2018 general election, and shall become effective only when this act is submitted to and approved by the voters. The Secretary of State shall submit Section 1 of this act to the voters at a statewide election in accordance with Section 9040 of the Elections Code. So, pursuant to this language, the bill proposes to amend an existing initiative, and once it's enacted, it must actually be put before the voters at the next statewide election. And then, of course, the voters must vote by majority vote to pass it before this bill actually takes effect.